Hello, my name is Paulle,
And I'm Trinh.
and we analyze the consequences of varying drought conditions on Coleoptera and Heteroptera communities and coastal sage scrub ecosystems, with guidance from Lydia Dean and Dr. Kaylin Mooney.
Okay, so water, as we know, is fairly important to life on Earth. All living organisms need water in some form or another. For ecosystems, if we were to pretend that the entire biome was a tower of Jenga blocks, water would be at the very bottom. And if we were to remove this block, such as through drought, the tower may become very unstable. And then when the tower collapses, so does everything on top, wreaking havoc on the upper trophic levels and the entire ecosystem itself. That is what we presume, at least. In our study, we plan to examine the exact effects on the uppermost Jenga blocks, namely plants and insects, and to see if they actually collapse or not, leading to a decrease in biodiversity and a possible drastic change.
Past studies have shown that plants respond differently to drought conditions depending on what conditions they were sourced from. Mesic-adapted plants, which are plants that are adapted to habitats with high moisture, are drought sensitive and tend to increase their growth but decrease production of defense mechanisms. On the other hand, xeric-adapted plants, which are adapted to dry habitats, are drought tolerant and are able to increase their defense mechanisms either physically or chemically, for example, by increasing leaf hardness or producing more phenolic compounds, respectively. Insect responses depend on how water stressed their source plant is. Water stressed plants can reduce their defenses, causing for herbivorous insects to increase, but some studies have shown decrease in insect abundance. Predatory insects then increase when there are outbreaks of herbivorous insects. However, this is variable, and there have been studies that show that a water stressed plant may lower um, both herbivorous and predatory insect abundance. And because there is variation in insect responses to drought conditions in past studies, our research aims to figure out what, if any, are the responses of the insect orders Coleoptera and Heteroptera under different watering conditions on coastal sage scrubland.
So for our experiment, we've sourced 4 different plant species from different habitats, one where they were xeric adapted and the other where they were mesic adapted. We then put these plants all under 3 different water availability conditions and then measured the arthropod abundance from that point on. So in our results, we found that drought increased predator abundance and the effects were stronger in the xeric plants than they were in the mesic plants. And this was likely mediated by phenolics instead of the other plant defenses. So with our further steps, we plan to use other plants with different plant defenses in order to further characterize the interactions between drought and plants and insects. This would help us outline the importance of biodiversity and ultimately take measures towards building a stronger overall ecosystem and Jenga tower. Thank you.